Estee's exclusive, A Night to Remember, the world premiere of Casablanca, 1942. By Estee, the Hollywood Reporter, your gal with the best scoops from Hollywood. November 26th, 1942. New York City, NY. The cold November air nips at my cheeks as I step out onto the bustling streets of Midtown Manhattan. Tonight, the heart of New York City is pulsing with an energy that could only come from one thing: a Hollywood premiere. But not just any premiere. This evening, the Warner Brothers film Casablanca makes its world debut at the Hollywood Theater, and I, Estee, am here to bring you every glamorous, star-studded detail. The city that never sleeps nor stops for war. As I approach the theater, the first thing I notice is the juxtaposition of the wartime atmosphere with the dazzling spectacle that Hollywood does best. Despite the ongoing conflict overseas, the city is alight with the kind of fervor that only an event of this magnitude can inspire. The marquee of the Hollywood Theater blazes with the name Casablanca, while searchlights sweep across the night sky, illuminating the grand facade. The streets are alive with a mix of servicemen, local New Yorkers, and the press, all eagerly awaiting the arrival of the stars. Even in the midst of war, there is a sense of escapism in the air, a collective desire to be transported, if only for a couple of hours, to the exotic, mysterious world of Casablanca. The theater is draped in banners of deep red and gold, with Moroccan motifs subtly woven into the decorations, evoking the North African setting of the film. It's a stark contrast to the somber mood that has enveloped much of the world, and it feels like a rare, magical respite from the harsh realities of 1942. The stars arrive, a meeting of legends. The crowd surges with excitement as the first limousine pulls up to the curb. Out steps the man of the hour, Humphrey Bogart, dressed to perfection in a classic black tuxedo, his face etched with the kind of rugged charm that has made him a household name, is illuminated by the flashbulbs that pop like fireworks. Bogart's portrayal of Rick Blaine, the world-weary nightclub owner with a past, is already being whispered about as one of his greatest performances. And tonight, he looks every bit the Hollywood icon. As Bogart makes his way up the red carpet, there's a moment of stillness before the next car arrives. The anticipation is palpable, and then, there she is. Ingrid Bergman, the luminous leading lady, emerges with an elegance that takes everyone's breath away. She is draped in a satin gown of ivory white, her hair styled in soft waves that frame her serene, classic beauty. Bergman's performance as Ilse Lund, the woman torn between love and duty, is expected to cement her status as one of Hollywood's brightest stars. The crowd, previously buzzing with excitement, falls into an almost reverent hush as Bergman steps forward, a soft smile playing on her lips. She exudes a quiet confidence, the kind that draws you in without needing to shout for attention. As she joins Bogart at the entrance to the theater, the two stars share a brief, knowing look, one that suggests they understand the gravity of the film they're about to present to the world. Icy star-studded affair. But Bogart and Bergman aren't the only luminaries gracing the red carpet tonight. Following close behind them is the suave and charismatic Paul Henred, who plays Victor Laszlo, Ilse's noble resistance fighter husband. Henred's presence adds an air of sophistication to the evening, and he is greeted with applause and admiration as he joins his co-stars. The director, Michael Curtiz, arrives shortly after, flanked by the film's producers, Hal B. Wallace and Jack L. Warner. Curtiz, known for his meticulous attention to detail and his ability to elicit powerful performances from his actors, is all smiles as he shakes hands and poses for photos. The air is thick with the promise of something special, an expectation that this film, despite being made in the midst of war, will resonate with audiences in a profound way. As I watch the stars make their way inside, I catch a glimpse of other Hollywood legends in attendance: Sidney Greenstreet, Peter Lorre, and Claude Rains, all of whom add their own touch of brilliance to the film. The camaraderie among the cast is evident, and there's a sense of shared pride in what they've accomplished together. Inside the theater, the magic begins. Once inside, the atmosphere shifts from the public spectacle to a more intimate gathering. The Hollywood theater, with its Art Deco elegance, provides the perfect backdrop for a film of this caliber. The chandeliers cast a warm glow over the plush red seats, and as the lights dim, the chatter of the audience fades into a respectful silence. The opening notes of As Time Goes By play softly, setting the tone for the film that is about to unfold. From the first scene, it's clear that Casablanca is something extraordinary. The chemistry between Bogart and Bergman is electric. Their performance is laced with the kind of emotional depth that can only come from two actors at the peak of their craft. The film's dialogue, sharp, poignant, and filled with memorable lines, is already being whispered about as some of the best ever written. The audience is completely enraptured, hanging on every word, every glance between Rick and Ilsa. And when the film reaches its heart-wrenching conclusion, there isn't a dry eye in the house. The final scene, with Rick's iconic line, "Here's looking at you, kid," is met with a collective sigh, a bittersweet end to a story that has already captured the hearts of everyone present. A Night to Remember. As the credits roll, the audience bursts into applause, the kind that seems to echo off the walls and linger in the air. There's a sense that we've all witnessed something historic, a film that will be remembered and cherished for generations to come. Outside, as the stars exit the theater, they are met with the same adoring crowd, now even more fervent in their admiration. Back on the streets of New York, the night is alive with chatter about the film. As I make my way back to the office, I can't help but feel that Casablanca isn't just a great film, it's a cultural moment, a piece of art that speaks to the complexities of love, sacrifice, and resilience in a time of global uncertainty. This was more than just a premiere. It was an event that reminded us all of the power of cinema to transport, to move, and to inspire. And as your Hollywood reporter, I can say with confidence that Casablanca is destined to become a classic, a film that will stand the test of time just as surely as Time Goes By. Estee's exclusive, A Night to Remember, the world premiere of Casablanca, 1942. By Estee, the Hollywood reporter, your gal with the best scoops from Hollywood. November 26, 1942. New York City.